Okay, I'm going to show you the results I got on a post I did today on Instagram and how I got way more leads or engagement on the post using a comment to get methodology and ManyChat to automate it. So I'm just going to show you the stats here. So this is the post that I did right here. You can see it's got 750 views. I just posted this today. This is a today post. It's got 28 likes, 159 comments on it. And if I look at some of my previous posts, like the one next to it's got 900 views, 2 comments. Here's 450 views, 2 comments. There's some likes. Like people are being kind, there's some likes, but there's 4 comments. 1 comment, 0 comments, 3 comments, 6 comments. Like you go back in time, 3 comments. I've never had a post where I get 150 comments ever. But all of a sudden I do, and it's because I used a comment to get methodology. So if I open this up, you'll see everybody on the post is, this is me talking about day one of launching my digital avatar, and everybody is dropping a comment in here, and that's because I've got something of value that I'm sharing. I launched my digital avatar, and I am sharing a 15-minute walkthrough of how I did it. And some people want to see that. So I said, hey, comment, follow, and I'll send you the thing. And then on every single reply, I've replied back to say, hey, I sent you a message, check it out. So the process that I use to do that is a ManyChat workflow. If you don't know ManyChat allows you to build these automated workflows where someone comments on your post and says a word, that you can then automate like follow-ups and send them links and stuff like that. So roughly half of those comments are basically me replying. Like if you look on the post, it says there's 159 comments, but every time someone says follow, my automation replies to them. So you can take that number of comments and divide it by 2 because I'm basically one of every 2 comments essentially. So we got something around like 75, call it 75 comments, and I had the automation run 42 times in ManyChat. Actually, I'll just bounce back here. Yeah, 43 times in ManyChat. I'll open that up. So it sent the link 43 times, and I got clicks. The reason it did this is because I didn't quite build it properly the first time, so I lost a lot of traction early in the process. I didn't build the link properly. That's okay. This is my first time using ManyChat. You live, you learn. But I know who replied on the Instagram post, and I'm just gonna send out a personal, just like a link directly to the training video. So I'm gonna make sure I get everybody anyway. But that's okay. That happens. But here's how we built the automation. So the automation looks like this. When someone comments on a specific post or reel, so it let me pick the post. And the comment is this specific word. So the word I wanted was follow. And then we just send them a DM with a link, and it says, hey there, thanks for your interest in building a digital avatar. Here's the link. Click here to watch. And then after they receive that, I go back to the actual post, and I one of these things, I say, thanks, check your DMs, or check it out, or nice, please see your DMs, that kind of thing. So I get some analytics on this. I also, I'll just quickly touch on it, but I won't click in because I don't want to show off all the contacts. But everybody who engaged here, I also have all their contacts. I didn't ask for emails, so I don't have email addresses, but I know who they are, and so that's really great. So in the future, I might add an email capture element to my next workflow. The other thing I did is I went to URL Genius, and I set up an account so that I could have specific tracking links. Here, I want to just go to my console. I want tracking links that feel like me, essentially. So this is my tracking. I wonder if I can click into this and see the link. Yeah, I built a tracking URL. So I've got this links.jasonhenneberry.com so that it doesn't feel super spammy when people get it. Like they're watching a post from me. I'm saying comment. I'm going to send you the link. The link itself has my name in it. It sort of validates it. And then this takes people to, the training video, which is on YouTube. So if I follow this URL, I'll just show you where it goes. It takes me straight into the video on YouTube. And here it is. That's my training video. So you can watch this, by the way, creating my digital avatar day 1. If you're on my channel, this video hasn't been posted yet, but I've only got one video on my channel. And now once this video is posted, there's going to be a second one here about how I built my ManyChat workflow. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to share with you guys my whole journey as I build out my digital avatar and my workflows for capturing leads and automating and, you know, my engagement and everything that goes along with that. And so in order to have the most success, when I finally do get my digital avatar built and you know, and he's successful out in the field generating mortgage leads and finance leads and stuff like that, that whole process needs to be automated. So I am learning that now while I'm sharing my journey. So I'm working out the kinks before I actually go live on my avatar. So that's just the process. So that's why you're learning about this along with me. Okay, now how does this work in reality? So what you need is, obviously you need an Instagram account. You need a ManyChat account. ManyChat's free up until about 1,000 contacts or something like that. So you got lots of room. And building an automation is actually pretty simple. So I'm just going to do one right now just to show you, because that's the promise of this video. So you go, what do I want to do? I'm just going to auto DM links from comments. Great. It's the automation I chose yesterday. You can choose a post. I'll just go to this one here beside it. So I'll choose a different post, and I want specific words. So on this one, I'll just say, you know, whatever, stuff. If someone says the word stuff, you know, we're going to send them a reply, and we're going to do something like this. We're going to be like, hey, thanks for asking for stuff. Kind of fun. And here's your stuff. So, and then I'm just going to add a link. And what I'll actually do is I'll just drop a link into that YouTube video, right? Nice and simple. And I'll say, watch the video. And I could also ask for an email or do things like that as well. But, you know, I could also link to a type form. I could do anything here if I wanted to capture more information. But it's really that simple. And then if I want to reply on the post, I just click that button. I go, yeah, reply on the post. And I can modify these, but it'll go back in and I'll add a comment back to the person on the post. That way they know that you've actually sent them something in their DMs. So then you can look at the workflow. You can say, okay, here's the post. And here's what, when someone comments, you know, stuff, then I'm going to instantly reply and say, thanks, check your DMs, and here's what the DM looks like. They're going to get this message that says, hey, thanks for asking for stuff. Here's your stuff. And you literally go live. Like, it's that simple to do. And there's all kinds of advanced workflows in here. And as I build more advanced stuff, I'll share it with you guys. But that's really all there is to building a ManyChat workflow. You just have to set up ManyChat, sync it to your account, and post a reel, and off you go. So, but you got to make sure that in your reel that you're actually asking them to take that action. And of course I did. This was, you know, pretty engaging reel. I showed them what I was talking about. You know, it was about a 1.5-minute long thing. And I really let them know, like, look, if you comment, you're going to get something good. And so that's why it caused some engagement. But I was able to completely automate that workflow. The other thing that's cool is, yeah, so you get a few things out of this. I emailed my database once this post was up too. So I sent an email out to my database and I said, hey, go check out this post. And then a lot of people that commented were actually from my database. But what happens with this process is the comments boost the engagement. And so you can leverage your database to help boost the engagement. I know from looking through the contacts, there's lots of people that saw this organically as well. So there's a whole bunch of people on here that commented that weren't actually from my database, and we can look at all the analytics behind the scenes. Because if I go to, let's see, if I go to, I want to be careful with this here. I don't want to get too far down a different path, but I'm not going to do it right now. But there's a way to see what your mix is on the post, and sort of like, were people already following you, or were they direct traffic or organic reach, that kind of thing. So we'll do that on another video. I just don't want to make this one too long. So anyway, there you go. That's your ManyChat training for the day, and using the comment to get process and how I got so much more engagement on this post than I normally do without that process. Okay, hope you liked it. Cheers.